What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another daily scuttlebutt with Ivey's Family Factotum. I'm Manson, here by myself today. Gladys and the parents, they took off to go up into the national forests, going to look at other hunting spots and stuff. Basically, scare all the deer for this afternoon's hunt for the hunters that like going into that area. I already told her because her and mom went out this morning. The first thing, at the correct time. Obviously, the area that they went to was not good for winds, and I told her that. Check your winds, make sure you're sitting with wind to your face, yada yada. But they went to that area anyway, and it's not because you had to face north. And the area that we have here on our property is not conducive for facing north. We don't really have any open areas that is good for that hunt scenario. So they went to the other side, which Gladys and I went yesterday. I was already complaining about pain even before we left, but she wanted to go do that anyway because because mom and dad had came back from what they had going on and said that there was a car sitting out in front of the property. And there's a guy and a gal in a car. And then I guess later, I don't know if it's the same guy or someone different, was actually standing over kind of where our driveway entrance is, I guess over in the trees, just looking at dad. And that's what he said as he was walking out. And then they'd taken off or whatever as he was going that way or whatnot. I don't know the full story. But anyway, I had walked over there. I didn't see anybody. I didn't see a car. No evidence of those things. Not to say that it's not, because that road that's right here next to us leads up to National Forest for you to be able to go in there. Obviously, a car's not going to make it. You need some type of truck or an off-road vehicle because of ground clearance, to just even get up there. Obviously, there's other ways to get there with much better roads to a few different spots. And that's where they went now. But when you're going out in the woods, between 10 and 1 o'clock in the afternoon, or 10 in the morning to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, well, for one, that's when the deer are laying down. They're not moving, because even from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, some of the deer for this area, right, from what I've read, from things that I've talked to, that from between 8 and 10, or sunrise to 8 o'clock, or even 30 minutes before sunrise, because you can technically hunt during that time here. 30 minutes before sunrise until about 8 is the prime time of when deer is moving and such. And if they've tracked several bucks and does and stuff like that to where they're going and what times they're being there and stuff, in a bunch of different states. And that's one of the things that for a buck, does are kind of like all over the place, but for bucks, they will take the exact same route, go the exact same way, almost at the exact same time every single day. So if you figure out a route, or you figure out where a buck is at, due to some scrapes or just hook bushes, that basically where they've broken over a branch of like a little tree or a bush, you're looking for those things, looking for hoof prints. If you see signs of that, a buck has been through there. Now where the route is. At that point, you just need to know what time, right? What time is he going through there? He's going through there at least twice a day. One going that way, one going that way, right? So you figure that out. And, for a buck, they're going to control about a 2-mile radius area, give or take, unless they get pushed out by another buck type thing, scenario, all that stuff. But just things I've read up on and such, because I've never really been a hunter, which I was, as a teenager. I love to go hunting because I actually lived here in Arkansas before I joined the Navy. And I'd been out a few times and stuff, and I've gotten a couple kills under my belt before I joined Navy. But once I did that, all hunting stopped because the locations that I was at, I really wasn't good for hunting. Obviously, some of the places I'd been stationed, obviously I could have went, but it never really panned out to where I could go do anything. So for that time, I didn't get any hunting underneath my belt. So now I'm trying to learn what I can, right? Talking to my friend, talking to other people in this area that kind of know how stuff goes, and being able to go out and see, they show me what to look for, and that's what I'm doing. So, and I tried to convey that over to Gladys, but she's a stubborn mule and she's going to do whatever she wants to anyway. But it also gave her time, to be able to just get out, her and mom and dad, just time away from the kids and stuff. But I would also kind of like to know what the schedule is going to be, because now we're here waiting at lunchtime, right? Kids are hungry. I'm hungry. I didn't eat any dinner last night. I took meds and went and laid down. Face is still kind of swollen. It's hard to see that, obviously with the beard, but the inside of my right, so it's on my right hand side, my lower jaw. It's either an abscess or what, because things with that is I have receding gum line, kind of runs in my family on my dad's side, to where, we got fairly healthy teeth. I don't get a lot of cavities, but the gums themselves are horrible. And I have deep pockets, right? So the little socket that your teeth sit in on your gums should only be like 2 to 3 centimeters, or however deep that is, right? Their unit of measurement. It should only be a 2 or 3. Well, I have a few in my mouth, including the place I had surgery, which normally doesn't bother me. It will bleed some, but it doesn't bother me pain wise. That I have some sockets that are at a 9, right? And that's just way too deep. So normal brushing, even rinsing with a mouthwash or a salt gargle or anything like that, still doesn't really clean those out. To be effective to stop this from happening, right? And certain foods, like I think this happened from eating popcorn, right? That I think I had a kernel, to a seed or whatever go down in there, and that I can't get it out, and now it's causing the abscess in my mouth. So, with that, I had checked into going to dentistry and getting like a deep cleaning with the specialists and stuff like that. But even with my insurance through being retired veteran, for dental was still $1,400 a pop, and I had to do it like 2 or 3 times. That's with the insurance that would be coming out of my pocket. And I said, nope, I can't afford that. I can't even afford that now. Even this was a year ago, and I still can't afford that. So it is what it is. So at this point, if this continues to happen, because it's like the 3rd time that it's happened in the exact same spot in probably about a year's time, to where I've gotten to the point I'd rather just get the tooth yanked out and kind of deal with the aftermath of that and see how well that does. Allow that area to kind of heal up to where I don't have any pockets for food to get stuck in, because just on that tooth is actually the worst part of my whole mouth. Even some of the other areas where I got deeper pockets, that's the only one that ever gives me an issue with food being stuck and such. And it stinks. It's no fun. So I definitely apologize for last night over the main channel. I had the live scheduled. I'd scheduled it first thing in the morning, and I never actually took the time to sit down with Gladys and show her how to turn all those things on, how to schedule, how to go into the settings and just do all that stuff, right? Because the whole YouTube journey was a lot more me than it was her. Obviously, she's on board 100%, but her passion is doing what she's been doing over at the school. And that's actually what she went to school for her degrees. So being able to work with, the kids and stuff like that. So she is working out, her passions and getting the things that she wants to be doing. Plus also helping to pay for the bills and stuff like that, keeping food on the table. Because this, both this channel and our main channel really hasn't taken off a whole lot. That's fine. We definitely appreciate everybody that follows our journey, both here and the main channel, and helping us grow, sharing us out, giving us that thumbs up. Subscribe if you made it this far and you haven't subscribed yet. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything other than a little bit of your time out of your day to sit here and watch some of the videos that we put out. So, yeah, we will be back live again next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hopefully we'll be feeling better, but yeah, knock's a hard life. Within the past few days, just this last week, I've twisted my ankle, busted up my knee. My knee still is not 100%. I've gotten poison ivy. One of the nights I went out, or days I went out for hunting, it was a warm-ish day, and I got a bunch of ant bites on the back of my knee. And then that thing with my mouth. So I just keep getting beat down every single day, but I'm still coming back to try to do what needs to be done for y'all, just so we can continue on this journey. It is what it is. Got to do what I got to do. But last night wasn't happening. I took the medications I needed to take, and to help with the pain, just to be able to get some shut eye, and it did. It knocked me out for a good bit. So, but I'll feel better. I'll get to feeling better. We'll get back to this schedule, because I'm not gonna have a video for today because nothing got done yesterday or the day before enough to be able to put out a video. So, c'est la vie. Sometimes that happens. So, I don't know. I might even do like just a walk around type video, just so we can have something to put out. Since we didn't get the live done, not trying to fall out of the algorithms and such. And sometimes whenever you miss a video or two, it knocks you out a little bit, and that kind of stinks. So I know that this month has not been the greatest month for that stuff. So, but anyway, I definitely appreciate y'all for sticking around. Give us that thumbs up, share us out, help us grow by subscribing. It's greatly appreciated. And last but not least, remember to always thank a veteran at every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day. We'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all.